Hey world, welcome to the Super T podcast show. So, there's been a buzz going around in reference to good old Jim. And so I searched. It took a bit of searching for me to actually find this interview. Now, it is quite ironic to me because I grew up watching Jim Carrey and the character he presented to the world. And I'm going to share a bit of this, and I'm going to share a bit of the Jimmy, I believe, Falcon interview of him. And the irony to me is I was in my space, minding my business, listening to some music on YouTube, and Voulez-vous coucher avec quoi ce soir? You know that song that came on? That's as bit as much of French as I know currently, linguistically, as long as well rather as the word we. And it was just comical to me when that song came on because I had an individual make a statement to me in French and I had no clue what the hell they said. And this is before the whole Jim Carrey thing, not even related to Jim Carrey. But when you know everything is all intertwined, it makes you wonder, right? But anyway, yeah, they made a statement to me and I had no clue what they said. But because of who was delivering it, I just was like, okay, whatever. And what was comical to me was, oh, I could have said, Voulez-vous coucher avec moi ce soir? And as a response to whatever the hell they said to me. And that would have just made the moment even more funnier. But anyway, back to Jim Carrey. Jim Carrey here is speaking French and accepting a French reward. So let's watch.
Merci beaucoup, c'est très gentil. En tant qu'acteur, chaque personnage que vous incarnez, c'est comme l'argile du sculpteur que vous façonnez à la forme de votre cœur. Quelle chance j'ai eu de partager cet art avec tant de personnes qui m'ont offert leur cœur en retour. Il y a environ 300 ans, mon arrière grand-père, Marc-François Carré, oui, Carré, quittait Saint-Malo en France pour le Canada. Plus tard, j'ai continué jusqu'à Los Angeles et ce soir, avec ce magnifique honneur, ce carré a bouclé le boucle. C'est peut-être ce que ma famille recherchait. Je suis malheureux. Merci à l'Académie. Merci à Canal+. Merci à mon bon ami Michel Gondry, à Camille Coton, Benjamin Laverne. Tu es formidable. Formidable. Incroyable. Merci Grégory Collier. Et à tous les maîtres de cet art qui se sont tenus ici avant moi. Merci à ma merveilleuse famille, à ma fille Jane, et à mon petit-fils Jackson. Je vous aime maintenant et pour toujours. Merci à ma sublime compagnie, Mina. t'aime, Mina. Tu es un ange. Et enfin, merci à l'homme le plus drôle que j'ai jamais connu. Mon père.
Percy Joseph Carey.
Qui m'a appris la valeur de l'amour, de la générosité et de rire. Si vous voulez que la fortune vous sourie, souriez lui d'abord. C'est très difficile, mais nous devons essayer. Try, yes. Je vais toujours chérir ce souvenir. Je vais toujours sourire ce souvenir. Ma vie est parodie. Alors, comment était mon français? Presque médiocre, non? Pardonnez-moi, je ne parle pas que le mot français, mais je l'emprunte juste. Ma langue est fatiguée. Je vous aime tous, du fond du cœur. Merci.
So this is 8 years ago, him accepting an award.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm all day. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much.
We'll turn this into a high school production, yeah.
Yes.
It's angular. Oh, it's a good thing I don't have some kind of condition where everything has to be right. Wayne Fleming, ladies and gentlemen, my very, very, very good friend. And part of my gang, obviously. Heads up to the west side. All right, doing some gang signs there, Wayne. First of all, I want to say this is such an incredible evening. Unbelievable. Again, thanks for not mentioning some of our more criminal activities. Keep that to a minimum. I met Wayne when I wasn't working much in the business as a comedian. He called me and he said, I know you're kind of out of work and blacklisted, actually what I was. But you want to come out and play my club in Barrie? So I said, sure, got nothing much to do, why not? So I sat down with him for the first time and I thought to myself, this guy's a crook. Look at him. It's like the beady eyes and big, you see? Very frightening. The Oscar the Grouch, mates with Brooke Shields' eyebrows, kind of thing. It's just not trustworthy, and I thought to myself, I'm not getting paid this week. Anyway, I guess you shouldn't judge a book by its cover. It's really true what they say. So I read a little further, and after a while, I just couldn't put it down. He's a good man, and he's never changed. The pages are a little dog-eared, but I really am glad that you're my friend, sir. Thank you. This is really incredible. incredible. I mean, just what a lineup of incredible talent. You can't sit back there and not realize.
And now it is...
This is 7 years ago. Britannia Awards.
My greatest honor to present the Charlie Chaplin Britannia Award for Excellence in Comedy to Jim Carrey, my hero. Woo!
Thank you so much. That was very convincing. I approve of this entire illusory manifestation. I'm glad it didn't come in the mail. Kind of worked. It kind of worked. Maybe a little soon. It is my job to try, Kate. Sorry. Yes, I no longer have packages delivered to my home in the great America that's been fashioned in the last couple of years. I don't remember it ever being this great, actually. Do you? Yeah. I want to express my sincere gratitude to BAFTA for this immense honor. Charlie Chaplin was truly an artistic and humanitarian hero of mine. He grew up in extreme poverty. His father was absent. His mother went into an asylum when he was 14 years old. My fault, sorry. It's pretty stirring stuff. No, but that kind of pain turns some people, as we've seen lately, into monsters, and others into fountains of creativity. Chaplin alchemized his pain, turned it into art. Exquisite, timeless, healing art. Very few people know that the Tramp character's funny walk was because he had worn through the soles of his shoes. He was in pain and trying to avoid the blisters. Trying to stay off his feet. You know, without empathy like that, this character would never have existed. Without empathy, we won't either. And with modern times, he criticized capitalism without a conscience. And that's what we have now. We have capitalism without a conscience. He showed the common man being fed through gears of the brutal, dehumanizing industrial age. He took on the American right wing of his day, its worst evils: hatred of immigrants, contempt for the truth, greed, and the abuse of power. We are fighting those same evils today. In America, in the United Kingdom, across the globe. And we need to be clear, shamelessness is not and will never be a superpower. It is the mark of a villain. Kidnapping children is not what great nations do. Almost half of America at this moment believes there is a sinister deep state diabolically plotting to what? Give them health care? What is the sinister plan here? Sure, I can afford the miracle drug for restless leg syndrome. I should take the pills, I guess. We in America are misinformed. Reality shows have warped our idea of what a hero is, or what the truth is. So tonight, I'd like to dedicate this award to those who remind us of our virtues, who remind us of the truth. To Sir Charles Chaplin, who battled McCarthyism into exile. To Christopher Steele, who tried to pull a thorn out of the paw of an ungrateful beast. To Christine Blasey Ford, to Colin Kaepernick. He'll stand for the anthem when the anthem stands for him. And to one of my friends, my good friends, and one of the greatest artists of our time, Robert De Niro, whose life was threatened also this week, along with many other incredibly decent people who bring joy to the world, who've been dedicated to it for years, for decades. How dare they besmirch those people? How dare they? We can do better than this. I know this wasn't funny, but it's not very funny right now. And I want it to be, and I will be again. But God damn it! Let's get the balance back, okay? In November, let's get the balance back. Thank you so much. This is a tremendous honor. Thank you, Peter Farrelly, who is responsible for some of the great moments of my life. Thank you to my daughter, Jane, who is my tether to this world and everything valuable in it. Thank you, Jeff, for being here. John Rigney, one of my oldest friends. Dan Aloni, my agent. Thank you all. I love you so dearly. And I'm so honored to be included amongst these recipients. I can't believe it. Thank you.
Oh, it's so beautiful. It really is, especially when I'm absent from it.
Do you feel like you're separated from the rest of the world and what's going on?
No, not separated at all. In fact, it's the exact opposite. You know, don't get me wrong, you know, Jim Carrey is a great character, and I was lucky to get the part. But I don't think of that as me anymore.
You don't? Not at all?
Not really. No. I used to be a guy who was experiencing the world, and now I feel like the world and the universe experiencing a guy.
So here are my personal thoughts. It is quite possible for someone to evolve. Now, the first and most recent award acceptance was very different than those that were 8 years and 7 years ago. So the question is, did Jim evolve? And Jim is a man. Jim is a man and as enlightened as he has evolved into in the public eye. He is still a man. And men. The male species in of itself. If you study them carefully, you will see, depending on the woman that is attached to them, they can and will morph, so to speak. So does that woman have an influence on him that he is now with, who he gave thanks to in his recent acceptance of an award? It's possible. Is it also possible that that's not the original Jim? That's possible too. All of those things are possible. But what's important is, who the heck are you? Who are you? Do you know who you are? Do you know that you have divinity inside of you, just as everybody does? And who you have control over is you. We got no control over Jim and what's going on with Jim and what's going on everywhere else. That it's not for us to control. We can be curious about those things. We can be inquisitive about those things. But really those things are really none of our daggone business. The fact that we were able to enjoy and laugh and shift our frequencies and be entertained by Jim and a plethora of other celebrities is something to be grateful for. But when it comes to life in of itself, your life is in your control and in your power to control. And when you recognize that we are all intertwined in this big scope of life itself. And when you realize and remember that we each have divinity within us, and that is bigger than each of us individually, and has the insight and the guidance and the power to direct us all individually from within, then you don't really worry about what others are doing with their own minds and whatever knowledge they have acquired to be manipulative of others. Because if they are focusing their energies on manipulating and controlling others, it is because they are not in tuned and tapped into their own divinity, and they have insecurities within themselves, whoever they are. It doesn't matter their bank accounts, doesn't matter any of that stuff. For any individual to want to control anything, any person per se, outside of themselves, and not in a loving parental way as a parent does with their child, trying to protect them from danger, but in a manipulative, maniacal, egotistical way, then they're insecure within themselves, they're hurt within themselves. And as Jim said a few years ago, some people unfortunately do become monsters, but other ones alchemize that. So it's very possible for him to have made a choice to, hey, say he wants to get Botox now. It's very possible for him to be pussy whipped and be like, you know what? I am now, 60? Something. Maybe he wants to show up different. That's up to him to do. This is business and prerogative. Who knows the details of Jim Carrey? But what we do know again is that we have the ability to control ourselves individually in our lives, and remember about the divinity that's within us each, and allow that to be our guiding and our guiding light and our guidance moving forward. That way we heal, we evolve. And if we are in positions of authority, we utilize that authority in a divine way, in a healthy way, and not in a capitalistic, abusive, egotistic, greedy way. That's my take on this whole Jim Carrey stuff. Take care and be well, all. And thank you for tuning in to the Super T Podcast Show.